There once lived a young man named Rohan in a peaceful little town surrounded by green hills and golden fields. He was bright, ambitious, and full of dreams. He often imagined himself standing on big stages, achieving great things, and living the life he always wanted. But there was one problem. He wanted success fast. Whenever he started something new, a project, a job, or a goal, he expected results almost immediately. And when success didn't come quickly, frustration took over. He would sigh, shake his head, and whisper to himself, "Maybe I'm just not lucky. Maybe success isn't for me." Days turned into weeks. Rohan tried different things, learning a new skill, applying for jobs, starting small businesses. But each time he quit halfway. He wanted results, not patience. He wanted victory, not progress. One evening, as the sun was setting, Rohan walked to a quiet park, his mind heavy with disappointment. He sat under a large old tree and looked up at the orange sky. "Why does it take so long?" he muttered. "Why does success come easily to others, but not to me?" Just then, he noticed an old man sitting nearby, calm, smiling, and feeding some birds. The old man looked at him kindly and asked, "Why does a young man like you look so sad?" Rohan sighed. "I've been trying to change my life," he said. "I dream big, I work hard, but nothing happens. Maybe I'm not meant to succeed." The old man smiled. "Come, sit beside me," he said softly. "Let me tell you something I once learned the hard way." Rohan sat down. The wind was cool and the park was silent except for chirping birds. "Long ago," the old man began, "there was a young boy who wanted to become a great swimmer. He watched professional swimmers win medals and thought, 'I can do that too.' So he joined a swimming class. But after a few days, he realized it was harder than he thought. He couldn't float properly. He got tired fast. He swallowed water and failed again and again. After a week, he quit. He said, 'Maybe I'm just not made for swimming.'" Rohan nodded quietly. It felt familiar. The old man continued, but his coach stopped him and said something powerful. He said, "Don't try to be perfect today. Just try to be 1% better than yesterday." So the boy listened. Every day he came back to the pool. He practiced for a few minutes longer. He tried to hold his breath for 1 second more. He swam one extra lap. "At first it looked like nothing was changing," said the old man. "But little by little, he improved. His strokes became smoother. His body became stronger. And months later, that same boy won a local swimming competition. He didn't become great overnight. He became great because of small, consistent steps." Rohan's eyes lit up. "So, success doesn't come from big efforts once in a while." The old man smiled. "No, my boy. Success is not about doing everything in one day. It's about doing something small every single day, without giving up." He looked up at the sky and added, "The tallest trees you see around us once started as tiny seeds. They didn't grow in one day, but every sunrise they stretched just a little higher. That's how success grows, quietly, slowly, but surely." "People fail not because they're unlucky," the old man continued, "but because they stop when results don't appear quickly. They dig the soil, plant the seed, and then walk away before the fruit appears." He looked at Rohan and said, "You want success fast, but real success is built slowly, through discipline, patience, and faith." Then he asked gently, "Tell me, Rohan, if you improve just 1% every day for 1 year, what do you think will happen?" Rohan thought for a moment. "I'll be 365% better." The old man laughed softly. "No, my boy, you'll be 37 times better. That's the power of consistency. Tiny steps don't add up. They multiply." That night, Rohan couldn't sleep. The old man's words echoed in his mind. Tiny steps, daily effort, 1% better. The next morning, he decided to test it. He made a small plan. Nothing huge, just simple things. Read 10 pages every morning. Exercise for 15 minutes. Learn one new skill daily, even for just 20 minutes. Write down one lesson every night. At first, it felt slow. Some days he felt lazy. Some days he doubted himself. But he remembered the old man's voice. Consistency beats speed. Weeks passed, then months, and something magical started happening. Rohan began noticing change, not in one day, but over time. His mind became sharper, his energy grew stronger, his confidence returned. He wasn't chasing success anymore. He was becoming it. Years later, Rohan had built a successful life. He was respected, calm, and finally, at peace. One morning, he returned to that same park to find the old man. The tree was still there, tall and strong, just like before. But the old man was gone. On the ground, near the tree roots, lay a small folded note. Rohan picked it up and opened it gently. It read, "Small progress each day becomes a mountain tomorrow. Be patient with your growth, and time will reward you." Tears filled Rohan's eyes. He looked at the note and whispered, "Thank you for changing my life." We all want fast results. We all dream of overnight success. But life doesn't work that way. Real growth takes time. Success is built quietly, in moments of discipline, in days of patience, in tiny efforts repeated consistently. You don't have to climb the whole mountain today. Just take one small step, and then another tomorrow. Because the truth is simple. Tiny steps, taken daily, create massive change over time. So keep going, keep improving, even if it's just 1%. Because one day when you look back, you'll realize those small steps built the life you once dreamed of.